Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will be talking about the Fantastic Four, the first steps. This movie was amazing, but before we dive into that, if you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're returning, please like, share, and subscribe. That's all I got to say on that front. Make sure you follow me on all my other socials as well: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. Why did I say YouTube before on YouTube? Whatever, that's neither here nor there. TikTok, follow me there. Follow me on TikTok. But let's talk about this movie. Let's talk about this movie in its spoiler-filled glory because it's been a couple of days. I saw the film Thursday in San Diego with my good friend Phil. Phil joined me and my family in seeing this movie, and let's just say we had a good time. It's always a good time when I get to hang out with my brothers. So yeah, it's always a good time. So let me just start out with what I did not like. I'll start out with that. What I did not like is the fact that the film is too short. Hour and 55 does not do a team like the Fantastic Four justice after having a film that did not come out in the 90s. Two films that came out, but they were cool for the time with the team that we had in 2005 and 2007, the Tim Story versions, and everything that held those stories back. And then we get 2015 and Josh Trank just wanted to have a body horror thing because he did not understand what made the Fantastic Four the Fantastic Four. I mean, come on, the thing did not have pants. It was a body horror marathon. Let's not even talk about the wig issue. Let's not talk about the reshoots. Let's not talk about the fact that Miles Teller and Josh Trank almost came to blows on set. Let's not talk about that. But to get here and we have a timing issue with the film only being an hour and 55 minutes. We needed more. It's so much stuff on the cutting room floor. They've been releasing deleted scenes. They deleted Red Ghost from this movie, but we still have one of his super apes in it. Like, it's so much stuff missing from the film, and at times you can feel it. That does not take away from the story, but at times you can feel it. I wanted more time with these characters because, let's face it, these are some of the best iterations that we have had. Vanessa Kirby is Sue Storm. Hey, can't wait to see more of her. Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch. First of all, still a ladies' man. Still hilarious. Smart, figuring stuff out left and right. An aspect of Johnny that we do not get to see all the time. Ibamas Backrack. Cousin. Ben Grimm the Thing. Freaking hilarious. Like, stole every scene he was in. Then we get to the leader of it all, Pedro Pascal. The guy that everybody was worried about, including me. I had my reservations about Pedro's Reed. Nailed it. He is Reed. Yes, he is Reed. I can't wait. This team's chemistry, this cast, you would think they have been living together their entire lives. This cast is amazing. I love how I love how Reed is with Sue. The marriage aspect, they're together, they're tight knit, something we have not seen. Jessica Alba and Ian Grufford, if I'm mispronouncing his name, charge it to my head. They're Reed and Sue. They had their issues. They were not together from the start. We're starting with a team who has had their powers for the past 4 years, but we do get to see a little bit of that. I love that. This is another film, just like with Superman, we're jumping right into the action. I love that, the little montage that we get at the beginning. It's really, really good. But yes, guys, the best thing about this film is the cast chemistry, the family aspect, the family dynamic. You feel the love that each team member has for each other. They have family dinner on time every Sunday. It's a lot of stuff missing from this film. A lot of stuff that was in the trailers that I wish was in this film, but it does not take away from the family's chemistry. Like, it's just so dope. It's so dope to see. Guys, we got introduced to Franklin. Omega Level Mutant. The power cosmic is something new that was added, and I really appreciate that. That is why Galactus wants him, because he feels as if he could take that hunger away from him. I love it. Now, a lot of people will say that Galactus was nerfed. I won't say that because Galactus can change his size at will, and I highly doubt that this is the last time that we do see Galactus. Me, honestly, I'm just glad that we actually got to see Galactus. The Tim Story films, he was relegated to make Galactus a giant cloud, and I hated that. But what I will say is, Julia Garner, second film I've seen you in this year, I want to say, because the first one I saw you in this year was Wolfman, and then the next one I see you in is Fantastic Four: The First Steps as the Silver Surfer. Goated. Everybody that had a problem with Shia LaBeouf should be eating their words right now, because every scene she was in, she killed it. Her action set pieces were freaking amazing. The CGI was amazing. It was phenomenal. I loved every single moment of it. Ain't not gonna take nothing away from her. Like, you cannot take anything away from her. She killed it. The scenes between her and Johnny, I loved them. Their special connection that they had was so it brings to mind the fact that in the 2007 film in Rise of the Silver Surfer, Sue and Norrin had a special connection. Not romantic or anything, but you know, they were closer knit, and I brought this up with my friend Phil as well. This film also, we get introduced to the fact that in this universe they do have Latveria in 616, as we know, because of Daredevil Born Again. You know, the first season of Daredevil Born Again, they have Latvia. So if this Doctor Doom is going to be coming from this Earth, the one on our main MCU Earth, we do not have Latveria. At least we're led to believe we don't have it yet, because they only have a country called Latvia, as what we can see. That was something that stood out to me. The size, scale, design of Galactus, mwah, chef's kiss. Matt Shakman, you and your team did a phenomenal job with this. I give this film a 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. I only take off points because some of the CGI at some points, the film is beautiful. The film is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but some CGI shots, like the scene where Johnny is talking to Shia LaBeouf in like the middle of town, I believe that is. It you can tell it was shot green screenish. You can tell, and sometimes Johnny, his CGI when he's on fire does look a little bit shoddy, but everything is great. No Alicia Masters. Natasha Lyonne's character is not Alicia. I thought she was going to be because she had red hair, but I mean, maybe he just doesn't have an Alicia in this universe, but when he crosses over to 616, he does. Another thing, their world did not get destroyed, so that tore my whole theory to shreds. Tore it all the way to pieces, So now I'm wondering, how do they get involved in the Doomsday conflict for Avengers Doomsday? Makes me wonder. We're still in a multiversal saga. Also makes me wonder, when they have their first initial conflict with the Surfer, when they're trying to escape and Franklin's on his way to be born in the ship, and all of that, all of that happened in this film. All of that. It was crazy. It was crazy to see, like, high speed chase from the Silver Surfer. She jumps in the ship, like she phases to the ship. She literally phases her hand in the suit and almost snatches the baby out, but they jump. So when they do jump, when they try to trap her in the black hole, is that how they ended up catching the radar in the Thunderbolts Earth? And we see the ship in that post-credit scene. Both of these post-credit scenes were directed by the Russo brothers, because they're the ones directing Avengers Doomsday. So I mean, I guess we're gonna learn more. The wheels are turning in my head. But like I said, guys, phenomenal chemistry, amazing story, fleshed out story. It reminds you of Star Trek in certain instances. Like this, they took their time with this. Making the Fantastic Four a period piece on a separate Earth in the 60s is genius, and it works. It works because it were created in the series. We also got a kind of a tribute to Jack Kirby and Stan Lee by two stand-ins that they had. If you did not notice them, they were in a shop when the Silver Surfer was first coming down to Earth to, give them the warning that Galactus was on his way to consume the planet. If you missed it, there you go. Also, the musical cue. I got a lot of questions about the musical cue on like threads because I was talking about it. The musical cue, when Sue dies, yes, Sue does die, but before Franklin brings her back, he crawls on her chest, uses the power cosmic, is purple, her eyes light up purple, all of that good stuff. When Sue dies, it's the same music played that they played for Tony Stark when Tony Stark died. So it's an interesting musical choice, and I wonder what that means. I wonder what the larger implications of that are going to be. But guys, if you have seen the film, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And before you ask me, I'm not gonna compare Fantastic Four to Superman, because as you can see, I thoroughly enjoyed Superman as well. They're both great films. I enjoyed both of them. I enjoyed both of them thoroughly. I had a great time in the theater with both films. That's all I'm saying. If you are new here, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my other social media platforms, and I will catch you all next time.